Okay guys, so this is the second half to my hippie look. Unfortunately, like, style-wise, dressing up, I'm not going to be able to do that today just because I do have to work. And that's how it's going to be most days. I'm not going to be able to, like, do the actual fashion of it. But, either way, it kind of gives you that total look. You get the hair and the makeup with it. So, today we're going to go for a super natural makeup look because otherwise... I mean, I know there were some that kind of went all out. They did like the bright colors and everything, but we're going to kind of steer away from that because I do want to keep it very natural, so it's going to be a lot of browns. First thing that I like to do, and that's just because, especially right now, like I kind of broke out pretty bad, I use CoverGirl. It's CoverGirl Fresh Complexion Concealer, and that's just to kind of give me like a base, you know, to work with. So I usually, and I'm going to be using my mirror, but I usually get like underneath here, my eyelids, and then any spots that I might have, I try to cover them just a little bit. Just enough to where, you know, it's not like these really dark spots, and you guys are so lucky. You know, I used to tell that to a lot of people. You're so lucky because you get to see me like this. Now that I have my own YouTube channel doing this stuff, anybody in the world gets to see me without my makeup, so. Alright, so once you get that done, you want to go through, just like, I mean, obviously, you want to kind of blend it the best you can. And I always go for, like, a shade lighter than my actual skin tone. And that, because for me, like, it blends better than if I go for something that is my skin tone. So, I mean, it's just up to you on what you prefer. Especially, like, when I do my eyes, though. Because I like having that really wide awake, you know, got a full, like, 16 hours of sleep last night. And I have really bad bags under my eyes. So, the only way that I can achieve looking like I got any sleep is with a light concealer. And I know I said I was going to move to a different room, but it would be really hard for me to kind of like squat down so you guys could see. And with the concealer, you want to go all the way up to your eyebrow with it. Even though you may not need it all the way up there, it's just going to help hold your makeup down as well. So I always try to go up a little bit higher than what you technically need. Okay, so see, I know right now it looks really pale, and that's fine. Okay, first things first. For me, I like, especially with this look, I like to darken my eyebrows a little bit. And my eyebrows, when I dye my hair red, I'm naturally a blonde, but when I dye my hair red, I always dye my eyebrows too. And that's just because I prefer to have the same color, you know? It looks more natural. And I've had many people that have asked me, oh, are you a natural redhead? And it's, you know, it kind of makes me feel good, but because I love red hair. So anyway, I take a light brown and I'm just going to kind of pencil it in, and it's usually like a light brown eyeshadow. And I just kind of pencil it into my eyebrows. You know, just not a whole lot, just enough to kind of fill in anywhere that may not be well filled in. And it just kind of adds, I don't know, shape and structure, and that's just, anyway. So then I'm going to take that same shade of brown, which I'm going to show it to you right now. It's this one right here. I'm going to take that shade of brown, and I'm going to start where okay, I'm going to start, sorry, text message. I'm going to start like right here, and I'm going to kind of work my way up, and it's going to look dark at first, which is fine, because we're going to kind of lighten it up as we go. But anyway, you're going to kind of take it starting right here, and you're just going to kind of sweep it up into that eyebrow and out, kind of like a winged look. And you do want it to be a little bit darker because this is going to kind of go in with the crease makeup as well. This is so weird doing this on camera, like I've never walked somebody through, but see, it's still light, but it's enough to kind of help shape the makeup. And you're going to just repeat it on the other side. And you want to get those as even as possible, and sometimes that can be like super hard to do. But, and you want it to come all the way out to the corner of your eye, like, and then up to your eyebrow, and then about mid-eye slanted up. So you're actually, once you hit your eyebrow, you're only getting like the bottom like ½ inch of eyebrow. Okay, so once you got that down, then you're gonna get, I have this color, it's called Chocolate Frost. Let's see if I can, by Demure, and it's Chocolate Frost. Anyway, it's mineral makeup, and I prefer powdered makeup. I mean, for some things I'll use regular, but I prefer powdered makeup, and you'll notice that in a lot of my videos. You'll kind of see, oh, you know, she uses, like, do you have to use mineral? No. I like the way that it goes on better. The colors look a little bit more natural. It's not like bam in your face. So anyway, you're going to take this, and you're just going to get about half your eye over, okay? And you want to kind of blend that up into the brown that you already have. And this one is really super shiny, so it gives you that natural, like almost sun-kissed glow. And I kind of do my makeup backwards than everybody else, like I do everything else and later. But anyway, and then I kind of just go along that crease line a couple times, and then I blend it up. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. And with this, it doesn't have to be like exactly symmetrical. Only because I'm going to take a lighter color in it at the corner of my eye. Or the inside of my eye, I guess is what you would call it. So I kind of have to turn to the window so I can get a good light. So we're done with that color now. The next color that I'm going to use, and that's one thing you'll learn with me, I use like 3 or 4 or more colors on my eyes. You don't have to. To me, it just helps give depth to the colors. So anyway, again, we're going to use Demure. And this one is just a gold shimmer, okay? And I tend to kind of put it in heavy in this area, so that way it contrasts with all the others. And then I lightly go over the rest of my eye with it, just to kind of give it that all over balanced shimmery look, because the first brown that I used does not have shimmer in it. So this is just kind of to help balance out the eye, and it's gonna look very natural, like almost no makeup, which is kind of what I'm going for right now. Like I literally want it to look like I just rolled up out of my, you know, 50s VW van and I'm ready to go hit up a concert or something like that. And then I kind of sweep that all the way up and over. And this is so light that it's actually kind of hard to see, which is what I want, to be honest. I don't want anything super dark on this makeup. And then fourth and last color, it's like, I don't have a whole lot of it left anymore because I used it so much. It's kind of like a very cream color, okay? No, this isn't the last color because we still gotta line it, but okay. And I don't know if you can really even see it, but it's like this really pretty cream right here, and that's just to line just up above the eyebrows. That's all, or below the eyebrows, sorry. That's all I use it for. You just get a little bit of it on your brush, and I use the same brush over and over again. I just kind of wipe it out in between colors. And I put a little bit along the brow line, from the inside corner of the eye, all the way up and over across the brow line, and then I go back in at the corners of my eyes to really give it that wide awake look. Okay. See, very, very light makeup. I don't want anything dark with this. No, I don't need the flowers, baby, but thank you. Okay. And then the last color that I'm going to use today, I know I said that about the last one, but no, this is seriously the last color. Again, it's Demure, okay? And it's just brown liner. That's all it is, okay? And this is just going to help, especially for those who have, like I've got really long lashes, but they tend to kind of thin out, especially when I do my makeup over and over again in 1 week. It just kind of helps make your eyelashes look thicker than they actually are. So I just kind of go in and right along the lash line. Mama. I don't do anything fancy. Don't sweep it. Don't do anything. Not with this makeup. This makeup, like I said, you want it to look very natural. So you just kind of want to dab it along the last 3/4 of the lash line. You want to leave, like, in your inner eye, you want to leave that Mama. Not done. Mama. See? Mama. What, baby? Mommy hurts. Okay. Hang on, okay? Mama's almost done. Okay? I'm going to put some ice on it, and then we're going to get ready to go. And then you just repeat the process for the other eye.
And then I'm going to go to Christine.
Yeah. Sorry, I know, like, I'm sitting here. I know I'm sitting here, like, using my own mirror and not showing you guys what I'm doing. I'm totally not used to using a computer yet to do my makeup, so. See? And like I said, all that does is it helps to darken up that lash line, to make your eyelashes look thicker than they actually are. Now, I'm not going to do the crazy, like, twiggy looking eyelashes that a lot of the, yes, in a little bit, I don't do that, only because I don't, to me it's not very practical, and I have very long lashes. I just don't have the patience to sit here and, like, force them into little, like, triangle clumps and stuff. Oh yeah. So, right before I do my foundation, I use Demure's Mineral Blush. It's Go Bronze, okay? And that's just to give you that sun-kissed look, you know, bronzer. You just don't want a whole lot of it, and you only want it, you want it just underneath your cheekbones, and that's going to help give you that definition. And then I put a little bit on the tip of my nose and the tip of my chin and just lightly above each eyebrow, because that's where all the natural places where the sun is going to hit you. So.
What are you doing, Mama?
Mama didn't get enough. Mama's doing her makeup.
You look beautiful.
Thank you, baby.
I can't wait till I can go to Christine's.
And then just lightly above each eyebrow. Okay. Just gives you enough to where you look like you've been out in the sun, and it's gonna kind of tone it down when you put on your actual, like, foundation, which I use the True Blend Minerals, number 415, and that's like the perfect match for my skin tone. Sometimes it can be a little dark if I spend a little bit too much time indoors that day, or the days previous. So, other days, it matches perfectly, and I have a really hard time finding a great foundation. Very rarely do I use liquid foundation. Anyway, you just kind of coat your whole face with it. Okay? And then, once you're happy with the way that that looks, I always try to make sure that I get my jaw and my neck a little bit, because it helps even out the color difference between the two, because you know your neck is 99% of the time going to be lighter than your face. But if you lighten your face up to match your neck, then it doesn't look great. You look very washed out. So I always try to, like, extend it down to about here, because that's where the sun's going to start getting you, because your shadow stops about here. And as you could tell from my first video about the hair, my hair is already starting to fall, and that's with using lovely hairspray. Okay, last but not least, well, this is it. The lipstick I just used, it's probably going to be just a chapstick, because again, I want it to be like very natural. Mascara, I go with the cheap stuff. I have tried hundreds and hundreds. I mean, I've tried even like the $30 mascaras, and I prefer my $5 Walmart brand. The Great Lash by Maybelline New York. I have stuck with it over time, you know, like I'll try new ones, and I always go back to this one. One, the brush. Two, it coats better, and it doesn't flake, it doesn't do any of that stuff, so it stays where you put it, and to me, that's what's important. Right now, I currently don't have any brown, so I'm going to have to use the black, which is going to kind of contrast a little bit, so I don't want to put too much on. Again, I do have long lashes, so it is going to look darker than what I would prefer, but anyway, so you're going to just apply your mascara as you would at home. It's not a bad thing if you have to use black, though. Like, black is fine. It's just, when you do a really natural makeup, 90% of the time you want brown, just because it looks more natural. But, since I don't have brown, we're going to make do with what we do have. Okay, so I've got one eye done. And it's really actually kind of hard to tell which eye I have done because I've already got the liner on there. But the key to this makeup is just to be as natural as you possibly can be without looking like you don't have makeup on, because you know, no girl wants to leave the house looking all pretty, hair all done and everything else, and no makeup on her face. It just doesn't happen, you know. Well, I take that back. Some girls will, but that's because some girls really don't need the makeup, you know, and it's not that I feel like I need the makeup. I just prefer to wear, I feel more confident when I wear a little bit of makeup. And anybody who feels comfortable using an eyelash curler, please feel free. I don't feel comfortable using them. They look like torture devices or something, so I don't use them. Plus, with my eyelashes being as long as they are, I don't really need them. One thing I was blessed with is my eyelashes. So there's the look. Very, very light. But it's enough to where you look finished. So, anyway, if there's anything else you guys would like to see, please feel free to comment below. Like and subscribe to this channel, please, because the more people that I get that are seeing this and that actually like what they see, the more videos I'm going to put up. Because right now I'm still even leery that anybody's even going to care what I have to say about hair and makeup. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed these two videos, and like I said, like, comment, subscribe, pass me on to your friends, man. Like, if you know somebody that's looking for a specific style, I'm willing to try anything, and I will scour the internet trying to find tutorials myself, and then find a way to tweak it to where it's the way that I do it. And that's the biggest thing. Everything that I did today is something that you can take it home and completely redo and make it your own. So, you don't have to do exactly what I do. You don't have to use the exact same colors that I do, or whatever. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will be putting up another video probably tomorrow time frame with an 80s look. So, have a nice night, guys.